I'm Jordan. I'm a comedian, musician and digital content creator, and I've been working in the creative industries for a good 20 years now. So quite a long time. And I'm really fortunate, I'm really lucky that I get to spend so much of my time creating art that I am proud of. I began my career in TV, came out of uni and ended up getting a gig on a sketch comedy show, which, it was just an amazing opportunity, just so unique. And I'm very grateful. And I hit that opportunity with just an enormous amount of curiosity. Like it was a low budget show that had, a small crew. And so I wasn't just a writer and performer, everybody was kind of doing everything. And I was helping to rig lights, set up cameras, edit clips to put online, just to get the show done. And I was just able to acquire so many skills from being curious and open to learning from everyone on set, skills that I am still thankful for today. So my first piece of advice is to always be curious, always be ready to learn and eager to learn, and just always be willing to teach, because education is everywhere and opportunities to learn are everywhere, not just in classrooms. And I think this is especially important in creative industries, because the creative landscape is just constantly evolving, particularly as new technology is emerging. People are creating and consuming media in new and really interesting ways. So, whether you're filmmaking, whether you're creating music or visual art or working in production, it is important to acquire a versatile toolbox of skills, and be willing to share them with others who are curious to learn. Because if you narrow yourself down and then suddenly a piece of technology emerges that takes your job, it's not a lot of fun. Now, I am a gender diverse person, and I came out as trans during my career, with a public profile, which was challenging. And, after I transitioned, I found, many aspects of my career became more challenging than they were beforehand. There were environments that became more difficult to navigate, some that became inaccessible and some that became hostile. There have still been opportunities, but it's just been harder, and I've had to become more resilient to achieve them. And a big part of that is being connected to community and collaborating with people in the community and finding those spaces where you just don't need to explain yourself. That's really important. When I came out, there was a lot of curiosity around my identity, and I made a real effort to share my experience and perspective and my story. And I know that me doing that had a big impact on a lot of people, helped a lot of people. But it also caused me to burn out as well, being so open and vulnerable. So I guess also, while it's important to do that sort of thing, you also have to keep yourself safe, because sometimes visibility is being an advocate and being open and being vulnerable. But a lot of the time it's just being seen, like literally being observed, doing the thing that you do whilst remaining proud of who you are. Sometimes that's enough to have a huge impact on the world and the people around you. Living in a world that is encouraging you to feel shame and then defying it by simply existing and singing silly songs and writing stupid jokes. That's huge. And so really create, inject yourself into your work, but be proud of who you are, and people will see it and also feel the same.